Hi Taurus, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I hope all is well in your Taurus world. Let's pull some tarot. I was getting several messages for you, but for whatever reason I felt like I shouldn't share them just yet. But let's see what the tarot has for us to begin for Taurus for the next 48. Ooh, the Sun card. There's a sense of your connection to nature, to your surroundings, and to your gratitude being quite relevant in the next 48. And it feels like you're just happy in a lot of ways, or in one specific way for some drawn to the reading, that's really being highlighted by Spirit, because this is evidence that you're doing what's right for you, that you did what's right for you, that you are trusting your intuition, and that you're being protected and guided by Spirit throughout the next 48 and surrounding it. And they're saying even more so moving forward, right? But there is a connection, or a highlight rather, in the next 48 on the fact that you completed something, or something inevitably came to an end, to a close, and this left you with more happiness. A spark of joy is what I'm getting. More color in your life. A sense of people noticing this. And those who need to come around will come around when the time is destined meant to come to be, right? But there is a natural grounded way about you that is sparking peace in a situation, if not multiple. And you can't help but think about your finances in the next 48, where to move to next for some, what to accomplish next, things getting done quite smoothly. And I feel like you all the meanwhile are getting distracted at certain points, but it feels like you are doing things in a very consistent and smooth, intelligent, methodical way, right? I do feel like there will be certain disturbances in the next 48, but nothing that you haven't dealt with before, that you can't overcome, cope with, or just simply move around, right? But I feel like you will figure things out moving forward, and you're going to be reminded of that. And I also sense that you are connecting with somebody of importance. I'm seeing two people shaking hands, and I feel like this will give you the opportunity you need, that wish fulfillment, if you will. It may be more so you communicating to improve the progress, the success of your business, or to get that business off the ground, or to get a potential moving up within a company, or more money, pay raise, if you will. But I feel like in the next 48, I wouldn't be surprised if you are feeling energy quite strongly, even if you're not that typical Taurus that does, often and in general. But I feel like you are somebody who deserves, with another king on the board, deserves their peace, right? And so what are we going to do to maintain that moving forward? At times you might think about how somebody doesn't bring out that peaceful side of you, right? Whether that's somebody at a distance, or, very much physically close to you at this time. But it feels like things are, at least in one significant way, falling into place for you in the next 48 and surrounding it. And then Spirit saying, well, as one thing starts to come in for you, one thing starts to work out, let's see and work towards other ways of things falling into place for you. But your ability to connect with people, to pinpoint how to adapt to and bond with that specific type of energy, knowing your energy quite strategically, okay, bad wording, knowing your energy quite well at this point along your path, and understanding other people and feeling things quite strongly once again. And this leaves you bonding with people, getting what you want, right? Attracting in the right type of energies for whatever it is for you. For me, given Taurus is in my chart, I know I'm going to be able to gain an opportunity in the next 2 days, and all the meanwhile on this channel for these readings, I'm attracting in energy, all right? Everything is electrifying is what I'm getting, okay? But I was getting the message of energy is everything. 432, look up that angel number meaning, 432. What else do we have? The King of Swords. Wow, 3 out of the 4 kings. So you're definitely going to be tapping into and utilizing, whether you realize it or not, your masculine energy. Okay, we have all 4 kings on the board. And it just feels like the number 4 is quite relevant for you, counting up all of those kings, because I feel like you're protected. I feel like you're watering something of importance in the next 48, and you're protecting something of importance for you. It feels like you're protecting the future of a dream, the future of something you decided on, or you are going to decide on, and just simply doing what you have to do. But it feels like in the midst of all that you know and you've gained, you're doing something much better than you once would have or did. And so watch things improve, watch things work out for you. And you may simply be thinking about how to, keywording simply, how you're going to or how to prove somebody wrong. Any doubt or doubt floating around in your mind or potentially other people's minds or someone else in particular, that will be squashed when the time is right, okay? But it feels like you are seeing evidence that things are meant to pan out, all right? Financial freedom is also on the mind, potentially thinking about how to get to that point. But again, you have the passion, the wits, the intelligence to make it happen for yourself, to make something work once again. The courage to begin again is on your mind, and potentially being very much shown to other people when it comes to your situation. But there is part of you that's burnt out, right? I would view you in the eyes of spirit as, interesting wording, as a bit of a wounded warrior at times, right? For me, I know it's, I move around a lot, and my spirituality, how energy affects me, messed with, right? And this definitely leaves me feeling like a wounded warrior, but they're now making me think about how I do, especially when I'm serving on the side, I work a lot, right? And that's naturally going to burn you out because you're not an Energizer bunny. And so the next 48 does highlight to an extent when you need to, as I can't speak, when you need to be honoring your body's needs, when your system communicates to you. And then at times, even when your intuition and spirit communicates or confirms or reminds you of what needs to take place, whether it's going to bed early, drinking more water, eating something nutritious, going for a healthy walk or something of the sort, then let's listen to that guidance. Let's listen to the move that you need to be making for yourself. Because in other ways, when you make a move for yourself and trust what you feel, what you know, what's being communicated in a healthy manner, doesn't work out for you, right? So in a smaller sense, when it comes to your healthy well-being, let's listen to your system, all right? And that communication, once again, that communication, as I lose my breath, all right? The Six of Cups, because there's a lot of small parts of the next 48 for you that's going to remind you of the past, but it's not the same. It feels like things are just different. I'm hearing different circumstances, different levels of protection. And I feel like the younger you may simply come out to have some fun in the next 48 at a certain point. A bit of that inner child coming out because there's something to learn and or remember. And you simply deserve to enjoy yourself, but remembering that you're not an Energizer bunny. And I feel like things are going to get quite busy for you moving forward due to doors opening, you manifesting a lot, simply feeling motivated more so than you were in the recent past. Let that motivation take over, but again, be strategic. But it feels like you're thinking about what you left behind. You're thinking about what you do need to leave behind or inevitably will moving forward, and what you're being guided and pulled towards. It feels like there's an urge to do more, an urge to improve. And it feels like you could be thinking about your physical appearance as well and wanting to get into better shape or improve this or that. I'm hearing tidy up might be on the mind in a few different ways. But as the messages are rolling on in, it feels like you are also thinking about being pushed to recognize when you feel this pull towards something, right? That could be spirit naturally, but it's your system communicating that you're meant to be somewhere, you're meant to do something, or you're meant to shift things in the right direction for you. So when you've listened to this in the past and it's worked for you, let's move forward and trust that wholeheartedly, and allow for the guidance to improve things for you. But you could also be pushed to think about your savings, or lack thereof which, and how we're going to shift things in a more luxurious direction, a more prosperous direction. But as we get ready to wrap this up, it is the next 48 where you're manifesting. It's a very magical time for you where I feel like, again, you're very grateful. You're very appreciative of your surroundings, what you have, what's changed, and what could possibly happen moving forward. And you're being noticed as somebody who can manifest like that. Beautiful reading. So if this was truly helpful, I'm sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the next 48, and I'll see you next time.